قال الله وهو الله Yahweh Shemir Shai Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of the sweet pushing this world in truth and sincerity. Brother Manatas here just for touch another quick video. While on the cotton field last night into this morning, someone was weighing on my spirit. These very serious times we live in, very heavy times. You understand? And brothers had to take heed to that, pay close attention to the fact that there's not regular times, there's not, everything is for something greater. Everything the enemy does is towards a greater agenda now. So don't take nothing for what it is, And things are going to come up, as the scriptures say, as Yahushua said, offenses will come. But woe to he by whom the offenses come, alright? The 2 Peter 2 and verse 10. It says, verse 8, see. It's for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing text is righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, right? And we by this shit does turn us up in the spirit because is watching the two things, that they can't help themselves, the Lord set them to be so, but still it does get here. It will get here because he's just a man, he's mere flesh, you understand? This shit will get here, you have to conquer that, but it will get here, as man I tell you, it will get here because he's get to fucking me, and the brothers who know me know I don't let nothing bother me, so if something bother me, it had to be serious, He's the oldest brother to say, hey, that is how it had to be, or, this the Lord will it happen that way. I don't beat up on much, but brothers know something bothering me, it's because it fucking drastic. It's not no regular situation, but nevertheless, I digress, right? And day to day we will be angry in the spirit. Hey, you have bills to pay today, you have to get up, you have to go out and the field, you have to do this, XYZ, the children hungry, the madam getting on like a idiot, whatever the case may be. How this life set for us. Right? We'll see it being a man of the Lord, we'll see it being a prophet of the Lord, a man of the truth. You understand? Aspiring for perfection every day. We'll see that things where you will be tested on a daily basis. Right, on a daily basis, to see how much what your character is worth. So you have to stand firm because it's an evil place we living in, an evil time with evil ruling. You understand? Let me get this precept. I didn't write it down, but it just came to mind. Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And the reason they say high places is because this is their kingdom. They are over us. They are in rule. They bear rule. You understand? And good can come from wickedness. Righteousness could never come out of wickedness. So everything they utter, every law they pass, we know is for wickedness. We know it will be unlawful. We know they're trying to taint us. They're trying to weary the saints of the Lord. That is in Amos, if I'm not mistaken. Right? They seek to change times and laws and weary out the saints. You understand? They're trying to weary us. And if it wasn't for divine intervention, if it wasn't for the truth, if it wasn't for the promise of the coming of Yahushua, we'd have been long gone, we'd have been taken. You understand? We'd have been taken, gone with the wind. You understand? Go on with the wind. You know? But the water you have about Shemirsha is not like that. Right? And back to what I was saying, this is a very evil, wicked place we living in. You understand? Very wicked. And not just on the brother to brother level. I talking about it as a in totality. Talking about this planet, this world, this scheme of the elites in totality. Right? The second is just 4 and from verse 22. Yeah, from verse 22. It says, then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Lord, let me have understanding. For it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily, namely, wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen, and for what cause the people whom thou hast loved is given over unto ungodly nations. Yeah, because that way it is. We have ungodly nations, people without laws, people without the laws and the commandments, people who cannot acquire or attain repentance. They have no part in the adoption of sons. That is who we're given up to. Right? And why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught and the written covenants come to none effect here. Because the majority of the world don't know about Passover. They might know of it as the story. You understand? They might learn it in Sunday school. You understand? But they wouldn't know of it as how the severity of it, the solemnity of, if that is a word, okay? If it's not, I just made it up. The seriousness, or you know what I mean? They don't the magnitude of that day. Or any of the other solemn feasts or solemn gatherings of the brothers, they don't grasp that, they don't fathom it. That Old Testament, I don't know, you know, the thing, you understand? But yeah, the Pittites, right? The pick and was the place evil, right? They said they bring the covenants to naught, to zero effect, right? Verse 24, and we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonishment and fear, and we are not worthy to obtain mercy. Yeah, because why we fuck up, you understand? We fucked up, and every day we try to do to be better than we was yesterday. Go forth and sin no more, as Yahweh Shai commanded, right? We not worthy to obtain mercy. Our flesh is tainted. Everything about us is tainted. You understand? We beg for mercy on a daily basis. Beg for grace on a daily basis. Verse 25. What will he then do unto his name whereby we are called? Of these things have I asked. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasted fast to pass away here. This place hasted fast, quick, right, to pass away. Right? Revelation 12 and 12. You understand? The devil come down unto us with great wrath because we know you have a short time. Right? That time is up. The time is upon us. It's not even approaching no more here. Right? Verse 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteous and infirmities. Yeah. They can't comprehend they say they take we salvation mom. They account we life for madness. You understand? They'll be astonished at we salvation, this kind of way. Because they don't take no account of the laws and the covenants and so on and so forth. They don't know how dread it is. You understand? They don't know how terrible the Lord is. Verse 28, but as concerning the things whereof thou ask me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass away, then cannot it come that is sown with good? For the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness had it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed hath brought forth. And when the heirs shall be cut down, which are without number, how great their flaws shall they fill. Yeah, you understand? Watch how much evil happened in the past, and that is still not to compare to the evil to come. It's still not to compare to the evil to come. Because why? Because the wickedness abound in wow, in abundance. You know? Wickedness abound in abundance. Right? And everything they do is to keep us in the mind state, in that docile mind state, right? Everything they do is to keep us downtrodden, distracted, you know. In Revelation 13 and 14 it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of these miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Yeah, he deceived them by miracles, all the new technological advancements, as they just call it. M.O.T.E, now your phone know how to be external thing will be in here, in you, and this, that, and the other, and all kind of fuckery. People marvel at that. People are taken aback by it. They're going with it. They're going with that win. You understand? They're going with that win. Colossians 2 and 8. Don't learn the man's spoil you through vain philosophies. You know this kind of way? Yeah. And this is where the world is at right now. They will be deceived and are being deceived by the miracles. By the means of the miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Yeah. You understand? That is the point we reach. You know? But hey, this was just that is the point I wanted to bring across in the video. How heavy the times we live in, how evil it is, how everything is to be taken for something greater than it is. Because 98% of the time it is something greater than it is. You know? A shortage of something in your country. You know what I mean? Do some research, find out how come it have a shortage, you go realize it's something bigger, some grander scheme. You know, this kind of way. Everything is on a bigger playing field now. Everything is on a bigger scale. Alright, so that hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai Hashem Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. To the brothers who pushing the sword in truth and in sincerity, once again, shalom, until next time.